While we may have more still to endure, better days will return. We will be with our friends again. We will be with our families again. We will meet again. I cannot lead you into battle. I do not give you laws or administer justice, but I can do something else. I can give you my heart and my devotion to these old islands and to all the peoples of our brotherhood of nations. It's worth remembering that it is often the small steps, not the giant leaps, that bring about the most lasting change. Often a child's helplessness and vulnerability bring out the best in us. Everyone is our neighbor, no matter what race, creed, or color. When peace comes, remember it will be for us, the children of today, to make the world of tomorrow a better and happier place. It has always been easy to hate and destroy. To build and to cherish is much more difficult. You've all seen pictures of the Earth taken from space. Unlike all the other planets in the solar system, Earth shimmers green and blue in the sunlight and looks a very pleasant place to live. I'm reminded of a lady of about my age who was asked by an earnest little granddaughter the other day, "Granny, can you remember the Stone Age?" Whilst that may be going a bit far, the older generation are able to give a sense of context as well as the wisdom of experience, which can be invaluable. People are touched by events which have their roots far across the world. For every poppy a life, and a reminder of the grief of loved ones left behind. The wartime generation, my generation, is resilient. It is through this lens of history that we should view the conflicts of today, and so give us hope for tomorrow. When life seems hard, the courageous do not lie down and accept defeat. Instead, they are all the more determined to struggle for a better future. Although we are capable of great acts of kindness, history teaches us that we sometimes need saving from ourselves, from our recklessness or our greed. In times of doubt and anxiety, the attitudes people show in their daily lives, in their homes, and in their work are of supreme importance. We may hold different points of view, but it is in times of stress and difficulty that we most need to remember that we have much more in common than there is dividing us. Our modern world places such heavy demands on our time and attention that the need to remember our responsibilities to others is greater than ever. I know just how much I rely on my own faith to guide me through the good times and the bad. The birth of a baby brings great happiness, but then the business of growing up begins. I believe that, young or old, we have as much to look forward to with confidence and hope as we have to look back on with pride. Perhaps we make too much of what is wrong and too little of what is right. The trouble with gloom is that it feeds upon itself, and depression causes more depression. Though we each lead different lives, the experience of growing older and the joys and emotions which it brings are familiar to us all. By being willing to put past differences behind us and move forward together, We honor the freedom and democracy once won for us at so great a cost. With age has come experience, and that can be a virtue if it is sensibly used. The path, of course, is not always smooth, and may at times this year have felt quite bumpy, but small steps can make a world of difference. We know the reward is peace on earth, goodwill toward men, but we cannot win it without determination and concerted effort. Such a blend of traditions serves to make us stronger, individually and collectively, by providing the ingredients needed for social, political, and economic resilience. Inevitably, a long life can pass by many milestones. My own is no exception. It has perhaps always been the case that the waging of peace is the hardest form of leadership of all. The upward course of a nation's history is due, in the long run, to the soundness of heart of its average men and women. Even when your life seems most monotonous, what you do is always of real value and importance to your fellow men. I can never wear beige because nobody will know who I am.